Hey kids, ready? I'm ready. Ready to learn with you today and have some fun along the way because you're awesome and amazing and there isn't anyone in the whole wide world who can do what you can do. So, are you ready? Ready to learn with me today and have some fun along the way? Ready, set, go! Today, we're going to talk about another letter of the alphabet. We're going to learn all of them, aren't we? Can you guess what it is? Look carefully at this shape. Do you think you know? Let's see. Let's try some hints. Now, this letter is tricky because it has more than one sound. So let's look right here. We have some overalls. Is this door open or closed? Open, you're right. So overalls, open. What sound is that? Overalls, open. That might be a clue. It's got two more pictures that have a different sound. Let's look at those. Octopus, ostrich. Ostrich, octopus, ostrich. That's another sound. Let's sing the alphabet and see if you can guess it. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Hey kids, let's do it backwards. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Now I know my Z, Y, X's. It is time for your guesses. What do you think? Let's take this one and we're going to look at it. Did you guess an O? Let's see where O comes in the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Can you see that O? Now, something's kind of fun about letter O. It's like right here in the middle. And look at capital O. And let's look at lowercase o. They look the same, except capital O is big and lowercase o is little. Are they kind of the same? And what are the sounds? Overalls, open, O, it's making the sound of his name. He is called a vowel, and vowels have lots more sounds than just one. They have two, sometimes three or four. So we're going to learn about all those. We've got an octopus and an ostrich, so another sound is ah. Now guess what? There is something else that starts with letter O. Orange starts with the letter O, and so does octagon. I don't have those pictures, but we're going to talk about them a little bit today. And you know what else starts with letter O? Ornament. And we're going to make an ornament today for our Christmas trees. All right? Now, let's see if you can find a letter O on our mat. Look really carefully. Can you find a letter O on there? What color is it? It's kind of orangish brownish, huh? Can you see it right there? There's our letter O. All right, let's try the other side. Can you find a lowercase o? Look carefully. What color is it? Green, you're right. There it is right there. Great job. Okay, let's see if we can find a letter O in our stack right here. Is it going to be quick or is it going to take us a long time? Let's see. Okay, tell me what the letters are. Let's do them together. N, X, P, D, V, M, I, A, C, oh, it's taken a long time today, G, T, W, U, L, K, E, R, J, Z. Do you think it's in here? H, S. Oh, we found it. Do you know what it says for us to do? It's kind of silly. It says to oink occasionally. Do you know how to oink? You can oink two ways. You can say oink, oink, or you can do with your nose. You can go. Can you do that? That's kind of a tricky sound, isn't it? Good job. That's kind of a silly thing to do. Let's put these right back up here so we'll have them for next time. And we're going to write some O's. So you need to grab your writing road. Can you get your writing road? And Miss Connie's going to put the O's on there so we know what we're going to write. Capital O and lowercase o. Choose a marker that you can write with. You know what? These O's are red, so I'm going to choose a red marker. You choose whichever color you want. We've got our writing road right here. So we're going to use our writing road. Let's get our marker out. I'm going to put this on the back so I don't lose the end of it. All right, there's our letter O. Right here in this writing road, I'm going to write a big circle. Now look at that. It starts at the top of the writing road. It goes all the way around, doesn't it? Let's try one more. All the way around and back. It's kind of like a big giant circle, isn't it? That's kind of cool. Now let's try a lowercase o. The lowercase o starts at the dots and goes around. See how much smaller he is? It goes all the way around. Now what would happen if when I was writing the O, I just stopped? Is that an O? No, that's a letter C. We're not writing letter C. What if I put a line on it? That would be a letter A. Are we doing a letter A or a letter C? No, we're doing a letter O, so it needs to go all the way around. So guess what else that means? We need to write a picture that starts with letter O. So you know what I think we're going to do today? One of our pictures over here, oh, that was the wrong one. One of our pictures is an octopus. Should we try writing an octopus? I'll bet you can write one. I'll bet you can draw an octopus. I'm going to get, actually, I think I'm going to do a gray one. You do whatever color you want. I'm going to take my gray one, and I'm going to make an octopus. I'm going to draw a head on him. Oh, you know what? You can't see my gray one very good. I think I will use a black one. You can use whichever color you want, but I want you to be able to see it. So I'm going to draw the octopus's head. Should we give him some eyes and a mouth? Oh, that's a happy octopus. Now, an octopus has 8 legs. Look at this octopus right here. Can you see all those legs? Should we count them? Let's count his legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we draw 8 legs on our octopus? Let's try it. Let's draw, come out here and then come back. There's 1, 2, 3. They're kind of funny legs, huh? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you like that octopus? Does yours look cool? You know what? Yours might even look better than mine. But is that a fun octopus? Let's count his legs and make sure we got all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An octopus has 8 legs. Now guess what? I know a shape that has 8 sides. I think we should talk about that shape. What do you think? Do you think we should talk about a shape with 8 sides on it? We've got an octopus, and you know what else? This shape starts with the same letter. This letter O also starts with this shape. And you know what the shape is called? It's called an octagon. Okay, and we're gonna draw an octagon today. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna erase all these things off of here with my wet wipe, or you can use a wet paper towel. We'll just wipe the marker right off of our writing road. Now we have some space, and we're gonna draw an octagon with 8 sides. Now, you know what's kind of fun about an octagon? You can go across on the top, and let's go clear down here at the bottom. We're gonna go across on the bottom. And we're gonna do like we were drawing a square, so we're gonna do sides, but look, do you see how that's all open right here? We didn't make them touch. If you're drawing a regular square, see how the sides would touch? See how they touch each other? But these sides don't touch because we're gonna turn them into an octagon. We're gonna take it and we're gonna go across like this. Draw a line down like that. Then we're gonna draw a line down like that. And then another line down like that and touch them that way. And then one that goes this way. Let's see, count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have an octagon. Is that kind of cool? A square only has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, but an octagon has 8 sides. That's a lot of sides. You know what? Let's see if we can find an octagon. Shall we look right here and see if we can find an octagon? Let's see if you can see one. That's a triangle. It's a triangle pizza. All right, how about this one? A star? Very nice. All right, how about this one? That one is an oval. Okay, how about this one? A diamond. Very good. All right. Oh, look at all those sides. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's an octagon. Good job. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to set that octagon right over here in case we need it for later. What shape is this one? Star. Ooh, that's a cookie star. What shape is this one? A rectangle. It's a rectangle door. All right, let's try this. Oh, you can know this shape is going to be so easy. A heart. Very nice. This is a heart balloon. Can you see where the balloon string would go on there? That would be a heart balloon. All right, what's this one? A diamond. This is a diamond kite. What about, oh, I almost showed you. What shape? Triangle. 1, 2, 3 sides on a triangle. All right, what about this one? Circle. It's a circle clock. What shape is this one? A heart. Good job. That looks like a Valentine heart, doesn't it? All right, what shape is this one? Oval. You are so good at these. That's an oval mirror. Oh, we have 3 left. What shape is that one? A rectangle. Oh, you're so good. This is a rectangle letter. Do you ever get a letter in the mail? Okay, what about this one? Does that look like an octagon? Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, you've seen one of these before. What's that? Is that a stop sign? Whenever you see a stop sign, you're going to see an octagon because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. That's kind of fun. I have one last shape. Do you know what this one is? It's got a big circle and a little circle. Good job. That's a circle donut. Nice work, guys. You're so smart. Let's put those right there so next time we need them, we'll have them and they'll be all ready for us. All right, so we drew an octagon and you did a really nice job with that. You know what? I think we need to take a little break and rest. We've been working really hard. And I think, oh, before we do that, let's erase this. I'm going to try drawing one more octagon. And we're going to talk today about some of the different sounds that letter O makes. One of the sounds it makes is orange. I'm going to draw an orange. So I'm going to take a marker. Orange is kind of easy to draw because it's just like a letter O, isn't it? It's just a big circle. Now something orange, it's kind of a weird sound. It's oh, oh, oh. And it has an R on it, so it kind of makes a sound or, and you can kind of hear the R sound too. Well, we're going to color this orange, but we're also going to do our craft today is going to be something that also makes the same sound as orange, and it starts with letter O. We're going to make an ornament. Have you made an ornament before? And you know what? It's going to be an octagon ornament. So remember how we do that? We do 4 sides, but remember they don't touch each other. And then we're going to connect them together with another line. There's another octagon. So you know what we're going to do with this octagon? Oh, I just kind of messed it up a little bit. Why don't you color him? Why don't you color your octagon, color your orange, and while you're doing that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to read you a story. How about a Christmas story today? Ornaments are for Christmas trees. While you're coloring your orange and coloring your ornament, I'm going to read you a Christmas story. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. This one is called What Santa Can't Do. Did you know that there were things that Santa cannot do? This is a book by Douglas Wood, and the pictures are by Doug Cushman. And we're going to see what they think Santa can't do. Do you think there's things? I don't know if there's things Santa can't do. Let's find out what it says. Oh, look right here. There's the North Pole. That's where Santa lives. Oh, there's Santa getting a drink at the water fountain. All right. Oh, you know what? It's not the water fountain. It's the hot chocolate fountain. All right. What Santa can't do. Can you see Santa walking down the hill and going over to his house? He looks kind of cute, doesn't he? There are lots of things regular people can do, but Santa can't. He can find every town in every country. But sometimes he can't find his pipe or his slippers. He can remember everybody on his list, but he can't quite remember what Mrs. Claus said to get at the grocery store. Oh, is he forgetting that? Santa can never buy enough reindeer biscuits. Does he need to buy? He has lots of reindeer he has to buy biscuits for, doesn't he? And I think they really like him. He can't drive a car. That would hurt the reindeer's feelings. Don't you think they would feel bad if he drove a car? And he can't fly in an airplane. That would really hurt the reindeer's feelings. Do you think when they could take him and fly him somewhere, that would make them feel bad? I think it would too. He can't shave because no one would know him. He can't wear a suit to work. Well, maybe a red suit. He can't quite touch his toes or do as many sit-ups as he used to. He can't wear Bermuda shorts or sandals. Santa can't do his best work without the elves. And he can't wait to try all of the new toys. Does he look like he's having fun? Look at his face. Do you think it would be fun to work at Santa's workshop? I think that would be a fun place. Santa just can't help smiling. And he can't seem to smile without his eyes twinkling. Doesn't Santa always look so happy? He can't stand to have an empty lap. Does he like people to sit by him and on his lap so they can ask him about Christmas? He loves that, doesn't he? Santa can't chuckle or giggle or snicker. He can only, what can he do? He can only ho, ho, ho. He can't pack a regular suitcase. Santa can't sleep at night, at least not on Christmas Eve. He can't leave for work without a kiss or a present for someone special. Oh, who is that? That's Mrs. Claus, isn't it? And look, can you see his little present he's giving her? Do you think she's happy? Look how happy she is. Is giving presents to people, does it make you feel happy too? He can't come into a house the normal way. He doesn't know how doorknobs work. Santa really doesn't like fires in fireplaces. Ouch. Can he figure out how to get down them if they're hot? He's still pretty magical, isn't he? He just can't seem to walk past a plate of cookies or a glass of milk. Does he love to eat them at your house? He can't leave a single gift in his bag, even the tiniest ones. There are lots of things that Santa can't do. Lots of ways he's different. But in one way, he's just like you and me. What do you think that is? How is Santa just like you and me? He can't wait for Christmas. Are you excited for Christmas? I think Santa's excited for Christmas every single day. What do you think? Because he's always working on toys and projects. There are lots of things that Santa can't do that we can do. Huh, that's kind of fun. All right, did you get your octagon and your orange finished? Let me see. Hold them up so I can see them. Nice work. They look awesome. All right. Let's see if we are ready to make our project. We're going to make an ornament today. Now, this ornament is going to need some grown-up help. All right? Your caregiver is going to have to help you with a few things because it's kind of a tricky project. You are going to need some wax paper. A lot of people have parchment paper, but parchment paper is not going to work on this project. It has to be wax paper. If you don't have any wax paper, then you can probably just still cut stuff out and you could probably still color it, but it's going to be different. The other thing you're going to need for this project is you're going to need a little picture of you. There's a little picture of Miss Connie when I went hiking, and I'm going to use that picture. And it's about 1 by 1. You can take a picture and just cut out a picture of you so you have a little picture, and then you need to find a square somewhere. Because this is good. We're going to make an octagon, but we're going to have to start with a square. You could use like a pudding box. Oh, here's a little packet of candles. That's a square. Or I've got right here, look, there's a tissue box. And the bottom of the tissue box is a square. So you need to find something that's a square. I think I'm going to try this Jell-O box. And I'm going to take my wax paper And I'm going to pull out a piece. Now remember, you're going to need some help from a grown-up for this one, and we're going to tear it off. It's really long, and we're going to fold it right in half. So I have 2 pieces together, okay? That's kind of a big square. It's a little too big for an ornament. So we're going to take this square, and we're going to put it on here, and I'm going to take my Jell-O box and put it right on there, and then I'm going to trace right around my Jell-O box. You might need some help doing this part of it too. I'm going to take a pen or a pencil, either one will work, and I'm going to draw right by that, right by that. You know what? This pencil's not working very good. We're going to have to do, I'm going to use a crayon. I think a crayon will work. I'm going to use a black crayon. And we're going to draw a line right on it. Oh, see, I can see that line. And a line right here. Then I'm going to turn it around so I can do a line on this side. And a line on this side. There's my square. And then I'm going to take my scissors. Can you get your scissors? And we're going to cut out this square. We're going to cut right on those lines. Now, your fingers go on the bottom. Your thumb goes on the top. Hold the paper. Don't let it drop. And remember, we're doing tiny little cuts. Open and shut. Open and shut. This is the way we cut, cut, cut. Are we cutting all the way around there? Oh, what do I do with my scraps? Do I throw them away or do I drop them on the ground? I throw them away. All right, you're right. And I have a little scrap holder. All right, I have a square. Now, guess what I'm going to do with the square? We're going to leave it just like that. And we're going to put it away for just a minute because we have to do a couple things. This project, we need an iron. Now, irons get really hot and they would burn children. So this is what your caregiver needs to do. They need to turn the iron on, and we're going to put the iron and let it start to get hot. And then we need to make some crayon shavings. And you know what? What you're going to need to do is find a couple of crayons, and you only want to choose 1 color or 2 colors. If you choose more than that, it's not going to work really good. So choose 1 color or 2 colors. Now, you're going to have to look at those crayons, and they're going to need to not have any wrapping on them. Can you see this crayon right here? It has some of the paper gone. The paper part's not going to work very good. Let's see, I've got another one right here. Oh, that's got a whole bunch of paper. So we're going to have to take the paper. Let's see if we can pull some paper off of this one. I'm going to throw that paper away. So I've got part of it with no paper because we're going to grate it just like it was some cheese. Or, now this is a tricky part. The grater is going to get stuff on it and the crayons don't come off very good. It stays on there. So if you don't have a grater that could keep crayon on it, you might want to take a knife. Now, is this a kid job or a grown-up job? They're going to make the pieces for you, and then you're going to fix them, okay? So you could take one of these little crayons with a knife, and I'm going to get really close so you can see it, and just run the knife just little tiny. See how it's getting some little pieces on that knife? And we're just going to do some little pieces, and we're going to put them right in a container. We don't need a whole lot. I'm going to use the grater because I have a grater, but you could use the knife and make some pieces with your knife. So I'm going to put this on. Can you tell this is a special crayon grater? It's been used lots of times. Now, if you have a grater you can use, kids can use it as long as you keep holding on to the wrapper. You can't hold on to this part or you might get your fingers grated. And we're just going to go up and down, up and down. We're going to grate and grate and grate, and we're going to grate off some pieces of crayon. And I'm choosing yellow because there was a yellow star at Christmas time, and because there's lots of lights at Christmas time. And so I'm going to do lots of yellow. Now, even if you don't do Christmas, Hanukkah has lights on their candles. Kwanzaa has light on their candles. Los Posadas has lights when they walk down the street. Ramadan has lanterns. Diwali has lights. They have, wow, there's lots of holidays that have lights, aren't they? Okay, we've got a bunch of yellow down in the bottom. Now, I'm going to open it up and we're going to look. It doesn't look like a whole bunch of yellow, does it? But we don't need a whole bunch. We have an extra crayon in here. We don't need a whole bunch. We just need a little pile. Now let's do some red. I'm going to close it back up and we're going to do some red on here. If you're grating it, you don't need, if you're doing it with the knife, you're not going to need a whole bunch. We're going to see if we can get a bunch of little chunks on there. See, it's making that grater all red. Okay, we've got a bunch of spots. We're going to kind of pound it and get all of it down there in the bottom. And then we're going to open it up. The back of it has some things. So we're going to carefully rub all those things off the back and put them inside the container. Oh, look in there. Can you see all those pieces? We're going to take them and we're going to kind of shake them so they come over to one side. And we're going to take our square. Okay, and I'm going to take a picture of Miss Connie and I'm going to put it right there so I can't see it. I can see it if I turn it over, but we're going to lay it down just like this. Now you can see the back of it and you can see the rest of the paper. We're going to take it and we're going to put it on a paper towel. Okay, I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to put it right on top of this paper towel. Okay, can you see that? I'm just going to lay it right on that paper towel. And we're going to sprinkle all this stuff right on top of it. I'm going to shake it right on top of that. Okay, let's look at it. Can you see that pile? Now we're going to spread it out so it goes all the way around. We're going to take it all the way around. Now guess what? If you don't have a picture, that is totally okay. You can still make this cool ornament without a picture. You don't have to have a picture in order to make this work. That's another thing that's kind of fun. You could make a whole bunch of these if you wanted to. Now, the reason we put a paper towel is because it gets all over. Can you see that it's everywhere? Let's get the other piece of our paper and we're going to lay it right on top. Now, can you see all those pieces on there? There's lots of pieces. We're going to take another paper towel and we're going to put it right over the top of it. Okay, now it's hidden right inside of there. And we're going to need, if you have an ironing board, you can use an ironing board. If you don't, you can get a towel. And we're going to take a towel and we're going to put it right on this surface. And guess what? I got some crayon, some little stuff all over this guy, so I got to shake it off so we can look at it. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to lay it down and we're going to put a paper towel on top of it because it is a little bit messy. And then I've got, this is my paper towel with my square inside of it. So let's put this right here. Can you see it? I've got my towel and a paper towel. Then we've got our project that's right inside of this paper towel. Now, you're going to need to count with me. We're going to need to put the iron and we're not going to rub it. We're just going to set it and set it and set it. And we're going to count to 5 every time we put it down. So you're going to need to help me count. Can you do that? Okay, we're going to put it right on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, pick it up and put it in a new spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it in another spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll pick it up. We're going to put that over here and then let's see what happened. We're going to very, very carefully, we're going to pull off this top part. Look what happened. Oh, I'm upside down. Can you see all that stuff? Now look, we put in yellow and red, and look, we have some orange. When yellow and red mix together, they turn a little orange. And we had more on this side than we had on this side. Let's look at the back of it. Can you see how it all melted? Now look, it's getting all hard already. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to turn this into an octagon. We have our square. Now, do you remember what we have to do to do an octagon? We're going to cut just off of the corner. So cut a corner off and turn it. Cut another corner off and turn it. Another corner off and turn it. And another corner off. Oh, this is a little bit too long. Let's cut a little bit right there. Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's all stuck together. You know what? To put it on the Christmas tree, you just need to take a hole puncher, or you could take your caregiver could help you. And we're going to have a little hole right there. And you can take a string and put right through it. And you can go hang that on your Christmas tree. Or if you don't have a Christmas tree, you could hang it in your window. If you put it in the window and the light is shining through it, it's going to look really, really cool. Is that awesome? And both sides look really neat, don't they? That's so fun to do. And it makes a nice little ornament because the paper sticks together, and when it gets cool, it creates some really awesome color, doesn't it? That's really, really fun. Now remember, you don't have to have a picture, so you could make a whole bunch of them if you wanted to. Or if you had a picture of your whole family, you could do one with each member of your family in there. Now remember, what do we do with our scraps? We throw them in the garbage. That is right, because we do not want to have a big mess, do we? That would be a super big mess, I think. So we have an octagon ornament. That's something we could do for Christmas, and you could make as many of them as you wanted to make. And could you do different colors? You could do plain yellow or plain blue or plain green, whatever color of crayons you wanted to use. So I'm going to put our grading away for a minute. Now, I think we should sing a Christmas song. What do you think? Would you like to sing a Christmas song with me? Okay, you're going to have to get ready to jump. You might need to stand up for this one because we're going to have to jump. All right. Up on the housetop, reindeer paws. Out jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with, get your toys, lots of toys. All for the little ones' Christmas joys. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, click, click. Down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. First comes the stocking of little Nell. Oh, dear Santa, feel it well. Give her a dolly that laughs and cries, one that will open and shut her eyes. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, click, click. Down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. Next comes the stocking of little Will. Oh, just see what a glorious fill. He's got a hammer and lots of tacks, also a ball and a whip that cracks. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, click, click. Down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. Awesome! I think you did really good with that. Now, let's do one more Christmas song. How about we sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Do you remember the name of all the other reindeer? Let's sing about them. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, "Ho, ho, ho, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, "Yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history." Oh, you know what? I love that song because it helps me learn something. Do you think it was really nice of the other reindeer to not be kind to Rudolph? He was a little bit different and they weren't very nice about it, were they? They had to wait until Santa saw his nose as something special. Do we have to wait till we see something special? Because guess what? Every single person in the whole wide world has something special about them. Do you remember our song? Because you're awesome and you're amazing and nobody in the whole wide world can do what you can do. So maybe you have something about you that's different than somebody else, but you are special in your very own way and nobody is exactly like you, right? And you know what? I think you are amazing. I really do. And you know what? I love being with you because you are incredible. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. You're awesome, possum. See you soon.